love it. Where it looks freezing outside.
I'm in Toronto.
Oh, bless your heart, man. It's so cold.
It actually has been pretty mild lately, but tonight it's dropping back down below zero again because it's December.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Wow.
but yeah, it's if you're in LA, I blessings, honestly.
It's actually pretty cold here, but it's not that cold. That's for sure.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, honestly, Tony, thank you so much for the time to chat with you.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Honestly, I really, I mean this when I say this. I think Poupelle is my favorite animated film of the year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a delight. It really truly is. What was it that drew you to the character and to the story?
Yeah, I think well, I mean, the story itself it's based on this very popular children's book of the same name, and takes this little character named Lubici. He's this little boy they live in a town full of smoke, and the father tells him there's stars above the smoke, and everybody in the town is like, "You're crazy, you're crazy, you're crazy." And Lubici believes him, and my character comes along and helps him on this journey to find the stars. And I just think, man, after what we've all gone through these 2 years, just that hope of like, hey, we're gonna get past this. There's something on the other side. In addition to that, the animation is crazy beautiful. It has this kind of ethereal, like jewel tone, watercolor. Like it's just so stunning. And we as voice actors are a very, very small slice of this pie. Most of the pie is like all the artists working on it.
Yeah, it is gorgeous. It is absolutely stunning. I agree with you totally on that. I was wondering if you'd talk a little bit about the relationship between Poupelle and Lubici, because it's such an interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
They clearly care about each other, but there's this push and pull between them as well.
Yeah, and it's like any friendship, just to kind of, I mean, also Poupelle is this kind of being made of garbage come into the town, in which he's dealing with his own, like, what's going on. But I think that it's always about trust, because Lubici hasn't had a lot of support from the town and believing his vision and where he's going, and trusting that this Poupelle does believe in him. But what I love about this relationship is it just takes that one person who believes in you and sees you that gives you the strength to do it, and Poupelle really sees Lubici and he really believes in him.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And I think it's interesting, you talked about him being this, they call him the man of garbage.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things I see in this film is there's a real conversation about labels. He's continuously referred to as a monster. And I was wondering what it is about labels to you that can be so toxic.
Yeah, I mean, it is so toxic because it kills uniqueness. What somebody is bringing to the table when they're being forced to fit into a category or a mold. And the fact is, there's a lot of different branches to the tree of humanity. There's so many different branches, but we don't feel comfortable with that almost, and so that is very incredibly toxic because I don't know, it's restrictive. And there's also this that made me think of when I did Toy Story. There was this character named Gabby in the store, and she was considered the evil doll. And Forky, my character, didn't know anything, so he just kind of started getting to know her. Everybody was putting a label on her, and he was just like got to know her, much like Lubici was with Garbage Man. I mean, with Poupelle. And because of that breaking through in that union, the labels came off. And you'd be able to hear the person's story. You'd be able to get past their trauma and see their humanity. And man, what power is that?
Yeah, absolutely. In regards to that too, just thinking about Poupelle's got this incredible vision for the world and changes the environment. He's one of these characters who just comes in and just changes things just by being himself. And one of the lines that keeps being repeated is, you have to keep looking up. I was wondering what that means to you and why it's such a threat to the villains of the film.
I think it's a threat because change is scary. Even though they live in a town of smoke, and even though there's this hope, change is scary. They don't want to believe beyond their framework because they've created that norm. Like, this is what I'm comfortable in. And so that's scary. And so they'll fight against that. But man, that look up. I mean, I personally am a person of faith, and I look up all the time because it brings a reference point to my life. It makes me think that it makes me know that I'm not in charge, which is a huge gift because it gets scary. So I mean, it's a huge source of strength for me.
Yeah, I understand. And actually, I'm a person of faith myself. I connect with that as well.
Yeah.
As we start to wrap up here, I know we're short on time, Tony, but I was wondering what it is about this film that you think that we need to hear right now.
Honestly, I think there's a lot of movies out there, obviously, and there's a lot of beautiful movies, but there's something that this movie, I just think for this point in time, it's life-giving. You know, it's redemptive. You walk away going, all right, it's strengthening. And obviously there are a lot of dark things out there that's also strengthening people because they might feel seen in certain ways. But this hope that this provides, I just think is the medicine that we need right now. Definitely.
Yeah, I see that. And honestly, it really is a special film. When I saw it, I had no expectations. And I was just blown away. The animation, the story is just wonderful.
Beautiful. Yeah. I'm worried for your you being so cold, man. I'm hoping there's heat in that car.
I'm Canadian. We're tough stuff. So.
Okay. Because I'm California and I would be not happy at all.
Well, hey, I appreciate the chance to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Same, man.
I love your work and I really
thanks, brother. Well, hope to talk to you again soon.
Absolutely. Thanks so much.
All right, brother. See you soon.